Have you been hearing the term demure lately on the internet?
See how I do my makeup for work? Very demure, very mindful.
This video is about the drama surrounding that term. Yeah, I didn't know there was drama either. This is drama I'm just now learning about, but I'm going to bring you right through it. I kind of got all the sources you need to hear about it together. So, with that said, there is a creator by the name of Julie Annie, who's from Chicago, who made this video that blew up and got 50 million views on social media. Let's watch it so you know what the demure term is and where it came from, and then I'll tell you why there's drama involved in this.
See how I do my makeup for work? Very demure, very mindful. I don't come to work with a green cut crease. I don't look like a clown when I go to work. I don't do too much. I'm very mindful while I'm at work. See how I look very presentable? The way I came to the interview is the way I go to the job. A lot of you girls go to the interview looking like Marge Simpson.
So my guess here is that it's meant to say like very shy, very reserved, or modest is what the term is supposed to mean. Now, you're going to ask, and I know we didn't get to the whole video, but this is the phrase that the drama is surrounding. So, the drama now is that there was a guy named Jefferson Bates who tried to trademark it, and not only that, but there was another creator over here by the name of Selina Brilliere, or Brilliere if I'm not saying that properly, who tried to take credit for this and got really upset with Jules. Now, is this creator being upset justified? Let's get into that in a little bit, but before I get into that, we need to kind of take a quick step back over to Jules. So, to my understanding, Jules made that video, and it got 50 million views. Now, when a video of yours gets that many views on the internet, that would be what's considered life-changing in my eyes. I've got videos on my TikTok that have got 1.2, 1.4 million that have drawn in a lot of followers for me. So I understand how that works. So when you have 50 million views, that's going to draw in even more followers. And it's a very catchy thing. It's a very fun thing. A lot of people have enjoyed using this term out in public. Like random people know about it, right? And this term got so viral, it actually changed Jules' life.
TikToker Jules LeBron took the internet by storm with the viral phrase, so much so that she announced she made enough money from it to finance her gender-affirming care.
Let's see what Jules had to say about how much this term has changed their life.
How I feel about what's going on. I feel so overwhelmed. I feel so grateful, don't get me wrong, but everything's happening so fast. I just landed in LA and I'm just so overwhelmed. I have so much to do as soon as I got here. Oh God, but I'm living my fucking dream, bitch.
And so, yeah, it's crazy that, one video like that can totally change things for you. This is really important because that is why this creator, Selena, freaked out. Let's hear Selena's side of this story real quickly, and then we're gonna kind of bring more of this together after we hear this. So here it is.
Could have hit this person up directly, but at the same time, this person is benefiting from it, and it's not necessarily that I would want this person to take the videos down. That's not even where I'm going with this. The whole Demure Trend is literally something that I made back in 2021. And the reason why I made that TikToks is because, I'm somebody who reads a lot. So the word demure pops up in a lot of my literature, and there was this whole thing about there was this funny trend about at the time about being super petite. I was like, oh my God, that's so demure. And it was 2 or 3 summers ago, I started using the word demure because of literature and things that I've read. So there was one particular video that went really super viral. This is back when I had my old account. I had 2.1 million followers, so a lot of my videos and audios would go viral regularly. There's a lot of videos. When I say I have a lot of audios that ran the app for a really long time, and I was never credited for, or people would steal.
It's kind of funny that, this creator is describing how they found the word demure, because after all, it is just a word in the dictionary, right? And so it doesn't mean that because one person said it, they own it. But this creator has now claimed that they got off of social media. Let's real quickly hear why this creator got off of social media real fast.
And there's even reasons why at the time I stopped posting so much on social media, because I was sick and tired of being a soundbite and a vehicle for other people to get views off of TikToks from the back of her humor, which I talked about this years ago.
You now know why Selena has taken a break from social media. She's basically sick of it, and she's also mentioned the fact that she's been a soundbite and other creators stealing from her on social media. So she's already kind of dealt with this thing once, right? Now back to the other video to continue it.
But one of the first Demure videos is about me ordering a salad with a Diet Coke. And how demure and petite and tiny I am that the wind would blow me away because I ordered a salad and a Diet Coke. And I wouldn't be able to finish it because I'm so little.
Very petite, very demure. I only eat Greek salads.
Now the catch here is that Demure is being used in a bit of a different context here and not the same context that Julie's using it in. So keep that in the back of your mind and actually leave a comment down below on what you think based on those different contexts on how this makes everything different.
That was a video that I originally did. And it wasn't just one, it was a couple and they went viral. So, my thing is, I love that other people have taken inspiration from some of my work. There's nothing wrong with that. It comes with being an influencer. Cool, awesome. I don't own the word, but it's like some of my content is being like regurgitated and just rearranged slightly and slightly different words added to it. But it's just something that I'm just kind of like, well, it would have been nice even if it was just one video where somebody was like, hey, like, you know, Selena did this trend back in the day, like, you know, I appreciate and love, and just show me some love, because I show everybody that I have on my following thing love. And I just feel like there's been many times where I've seen videos, and it's just not this one only, where I've seen videos and things where it's like, this is completely an idea of mine and it's just been regurgitated and rearranged.
Now it does completely suck when you were the first person to make a video with it that it goes semi-viral, but it seems the virality of Julie's video has completely outdone Selena's video. And so, to Selena's fairness, yeah, I think, you know, if you're going to be taking content or taking a term or a phrase from someone else's content, you should at least, at a bare minimum, put their tag in there. Say thanks for, like, the trend idea, or thanks for the phrase idea or something. You don't need to like make it into a whole thing and make it a bigger deal. It's just nice to give your friend some credit where credit's due, right? And maybe you've posted the video, TikTok did add a little edit thing in there now. So maybe go back and just say, hey, this term was originated from my friend Selina, because these two were friends, right?
I'm just like, you know what I mean? So for me, it's a little bit more personal than other people may think. And it's, you know, so some people it's just videos, but these are documentations of my real life and the way that I'm interpreting the world around me.
But now let's hear what Selena's problem with this is, right?
My problem and issue is that this creator stole the content word for word. I have hundreds of videos of it. The reason that they're not up is because my old TikTok was mass banned and I was being harassed by incels, period. The reason why I'm upset.
There's a lot of drama here. So now Julie has actually responded to Selena's response. Let's see how Julie responded.
We can all agree, though, it is just kind of weird and kind of sad to look at someone who's like only ever like shown you love, giving you your flowers, and instead of joining them and making it a joint moment for the dolls, for the T-girls, because we don't get a lot of big moments on social media, instead of joining them and making this a real gag for the girls, you decided to go down as a fucking hater. Isn't that sad? I don't know. I just work here.
Now the weird thing is that Jules is acting like Selena should just joined in on it. How did Selena know that Jules was just going to make this video out of nowhere? I think that was a little bit bizarre if you're asking me. Like I said already, I think the credit could have been given in the comment section. Maybe that would have eased the tensions between them. There might have not been tensions to begin with. So that part I find a little weird. I think Jules is just saying that to run defense, basically. But it is crazy how social media overall goes like that. Now, the next layer of this drama involves a guy named Jefferson Bates, who tried to trademark the term Demure. But who is Jefferson Bates? Let's find out.
He's in Washington. I think he's like a trademark pirate because I guess he just keeps He's done this before. He's going to continue doing it. But I really do think that he's not going to be able to get it. I mean, he just submitted the application, not just for the word demure, but for the phrase very demure, very mindful.
My only guess here is that someone is trying to capitalize off of this, hence then take the ownership for the term to say that they owned it in order to reap the benefits of the term in maybe the court of law or something to that effect, right? It's something that you're thinking maybe this TikToker hasn't already done. It's kind of a sneaky move. It's pretty shitty to do. Like, let people have fun. Like, anything I'm talking about here is very online. This is not a normal thing that happens in real life when you're talking to your friends. It's the same way it goes around when you repeat something maybe a friend of yours said, right? Except the only difference here is that this is on camera and this is online. And so it can circulate easier by the click of a button, which is what makes this different. Here I have Imani Law, who has their own trademark and law company called Imani Law. Let's hear from Imani and see.
Video where she was seemingly very upset because somebody else trademarked very mindful, very demure before she did. I'm Camelia, I'm a trademark attorney here at Imani Law, and I'm here to explain to you why, if I was Jules, I would not worry. I also want to start this video by saying that this is not legal advice. There are just so many misconceptions about how trademarks work and trademark law, so I'm here to clear all of that up. First and foremost, let me just explain that a trademark application is not the same as a trademark registration. So the person who filed this doesn't automatically have rights right now. Second, and more importantly, in the United States, trademarks are granted on a first-to-use basis, not the first-to-file. So at the end of the day, yes, this person filed before Jules did. Jules can prove that she was the first to use it.
Right here, this person then rehashed some more drama in her comments, specifically because of this part right here. Jules can prove she was the first to use it, which, after we've gone through this, we've decided that Jules may have not been the first to use it after all. But this is accurate. It's based on the first to use it and not the first to file. So really, when you hear someone say they filed it, it sounds more serious. And it does, make movements for sure online and probably elsewhere within the creator who's using the term, right?
She can oppose a trademark applicant's trademark so that it does not pass through registration. So now you might be wondering, okay, why do you guys keep telling us that we need to rush to the filing and be the first to file? Because in a situation like this, it's going to cost a lot more money, a lot more time, a lot more energy to oppose a trademark application, like in this situation, and fight and say, hey, look, I was the first one to use it, as opposed to from the very beginning, filing for the trademark application and preventing situations like this happening. Trust me, we see brands every single day get copied, and you're gonna save so much more time and money if you just take care of everything right in the beginning. Not to mention the headache and the emotional stress that comes with somebody stealing your brand and you now having to fight for it. Now back to Jules and the person who filed this application for very mindful and very demure. This is something that stood out to me as a trademark attorney. It's really, really important. I pulled up the trademark application for very mindful and very demure, and it's really important to note that this person who filed what's called a Section 1B application, as you can see here to my right. The reason why that's super important is because when you file a Section 1B application, you're admitting to the trademark examiners that you are not using this mark yet in commerce, and instead you're just reserving it because you will be using that mark in the future. This is great for Jules because it helps her case because it's very clear that she's already been using this mark. As we know, it's a trend. We've all been using it. If instead this person had filed a 1A application, in a 1A application, you need to show evidence that you're actually using the mark already, then I think that would have been a little bit harder for Jules because now both the trademark applicant and Jules would have to fight over who started using it first in August. And there could be a confusion on who was the first one to use the mark. But this is great for Jules because that's not the case here.
You're probably wondering, did Jules get the trademark for it? Did Jules handle this? What's up with Jules? Let's find out.
Because on the trademark front, I feel like I have to say something. We got it handled. Now I'm going to leave it at that. We got it handled. Mama got a team now. It's getting handled. I appreciate you guys tagging me. I appreciate all the mentions. It's getting handled. Keep an eye out.
It is taken care of. This whole thing is settled. But man, isn't this crazy? All over just a little phrase. People feel like they have to capitalize off of it and get their coin too. Can we just let people have terms or credit people where credit's due? Is it that hard to tag somebody? Probably not. Anyway, that's the drama. And if you enjoyed this video and you enjoy internet drama, hit that subscribe button to this channel because there's more to come soon. I've been live streaming some here and there. You can check those out on my channel. You can also go down in the description, check out my socials, see what other kind of fun things I'm up to. I do a lot on the internet, so I appreciate you guys hanging out here, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.